What's up, YouTube? It's the old Bayside Angler back with another fishing adventure. Today, BAX2, Hoser, and I are going out on the morning dew with Capn Vin, Chef Mike as first mate, and we're going to see if we can get ourselves some spring striped bass. We'll be throwing some shad life swim baits. We'll be doing some trolling, and let's see if the water's warm enough in Raritan and Princess Bay to see if the stripers are biting. If you like our fishing adventure, please give me a thumbs up. Always consider subscribing down below. You know Mr. BA is up on Instagram, but before we get to this striped bass fishing adventure, a word from our sponsor, Capn Vin and Chef Mike and the Morning Dew Sport Fishing out of Perth Amboy.
Put your trust in the Morning Dew, sailing from Perth Amboy Marina. The Morning Dew is the premier small charter on Raritan Bay and provides personal service and exceptional quality. Captain Vinny McFinsky and First Mate Mike Pellegra recognize our clients are the top priority. We have unparalleled service, competitive prices, and fantastic value. The Morning Dew is a 2013 2520 XL Parker Sport cabin. All charters are for 1 to 4 people and include rods, reels, bait, and tackle. The Morning Dew also offers whale watching tours and sea burials. For questions and inquiries, please contact Captain Vinny at 732-322-2456, on Facebook at Morning Dew Sport Fishing, or the web at morningdewfishing.com.
We've been out here a long time. We got GoPro and first bite.
Take the clicker off.
Can you turn to the left just a little?
I didn't even get it to push my butt. Like, turn the clicker off for us so we can get the better video.
Well,
Sound
good
better.
noise, good noise.
I got it on both the GoPro and the phone, Trace, so we're good. And if we get a second bite, I'm handing the phone off to X2.
Who knew it was that easy? All we had to do is come up here and drop the trolling rods in and ding, just like that.
Yeah, here he is. Good. No, you're good. That's
The stink is officially off.
Nice.
Thank you guys.
What a keeper.
looks like a keeper. All right there, Chef Mike. Okay, this is the one catch from Tracy. Chef Mike, First Mate Mike, is going to show you how he cleans and fillets the striped bass. Rockfish. Sorry, I couldn't help that. I got to get that one in there, but he does it special and it comes out really, really good. Mike, go ahead.
Okay, here we go. So, first cut, right down to the backbone, and then right across the backbone, back of the fish. Get past the rib cage and you go through and right to the tail. Just gonna release the fillet. Then we're gonna go to the rib cage against the backbone. One very, very, very important thing. You have
Watch
to
your fingers.
Well, watch your fingers, but also bleed your fish while they're alive.
And what do you mean by bleed it, Mike? Explain.
So, any fish you catch, saltwater, that you're going to keep, you cut their throat through the gills, put them in water, and let them. That'll pump. They'll pump all the blood out of your system.
Right, their heart will, it'll empty the
Right,
circulatory
what you
system.
end up with is a piece of meat that looks like that, instead of a piece of meat that's covered. Like, that's all the blood that's left in this fish, which is nothing. So it basically pumps all the blood so you have a nice clean fillet. And the blood is what makes fish taste fishy.
Okay. I didn't know. I thought it was the dark meat in the fish.
Well, that's because that's a bloodline.
Because that's a bloodline.
Right.
Okay. All right. I learned something then, Mike.
Okay, same thing on the other side. Okay, that's going
Carcass will be discarded of properly.
in my garden.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now you skin it. And normally that's how you're going to get your fillet.
Right. And Mike, can you flip it over
Yep,
and show the dark
bloodline.
meat on that? Right. Because
So
that's
this is the bloodline.
right. Bloodline, and that's the part that makes it taste fishy and or more unpleasant to a lot of people.
Correct, and it'll also help make it spoil fast.
More for the garden.
More from the garden. Okay, so now this is where you're gonna cut that bloodline on. So this is here. You want to get close up of this?
Yep. I'm
So this is the center bone. So you're gonna go down both sides of the center bone, and not cut all the way through. And when you get to the bottom, you flare the knife out. You can see the bend in the knife, the pressure I'm putting on it.
Yep.
It's just gonna help.
Sort of like you're filleting it a second time.
Correct.
Okay.
So that takes most of that bloodline out. You can see it. That's what's left on it right there. And you're gonna do the same on the belly side. And some people will say, well, you're wasting a lot of fish doing it that way. But you know what? That piece right there,
You don't want to eat that.
you're not eating.
I'm not. I will tell you, Mr. BA is not eating that, nor is Mrs. BA.
So it goes in the garden, makes good
Correct.
fertilizer. And then you
Fantastic
then you
fertilizer.
just trim this off nice and thin.
And look how nice that came out in terms of, again, so now you've got a white fillet versus a marbled fillet and or something that's going to be a lot fishier.
Correct. And then, just to make cooking easy, I always cut them into smaller chunks like this.
And Mike is a chef and studied at the Culinary Institute of America, so he truly knows what he's
I
talking
know.
about. Feeding the seagull.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat once in a while.
Mike's going to do the same thing on this fillet. Not get his fingers, that's important.
I'll try.
I feel bad for the other one. Look at the size of the bottom. Difference.
Yeah, you can see that smaller seagulls. There's definitely a pecking order there, right?
Oh yeah.
All puns intended.
This one eats like a goat.
Oh, yeah?
Perfect.
Good.
That is fantastic. That is the perfect striped bass fillet. Thank you, Mike.
Good.
Everybody's going to enjoy the video, and you're going to enjoy the striped bass when you catch them even more because they taste fantastic.
And always rinse them in salt water, never fresh water.
Okay. Thanks, well, guys, I hope you liked that short adventure. Tracy's the only one that got a fish on board. Capn Vin found a lot. The water was on the cold side. It was between like 47 and 49 degrees. The bass start biting when it gets to be 50 and above. As the day warmed and the water warmed, the bite did pick up, at least around us. We got some bumps, but as you saw, Trace is the only one that landed a fish. I do hope you appreciate how first mate Mike Pellegra filleted that particular striped bass. Mike is a chef. He went to the Culinary Institute of America and had his catering business before going to being mate as Vin needs him. So Mike has a slightly different way of filleting the fish. It gets all the dark meat and all the bloodlines out of them, and they last longer and taste better. So with some additional information and some additional things to help as we are in the striped bass season here in the mid-Atlantic. Thanks a lot for watching. I will be back again, hopefully with another fishing adventure, and we've got another striped bass fishing trip planned with Capn Vin in a couple of weeks.